Hi Capricorn, I'm Pam and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for the new year of 2016 plus the month of January. Happy New Year Capricorn! Can you believe it that we're here already? I think this year has gone by in a blink. I feel like I just was saying Happy New Year 2015 2 months ago. So I hope this year is going to be an exciting and positive year for all of us, and I want to thank you so much. You guys have been great with your comments, and I appreciate your subscribing and watching the videos. And hi to my friends and followers on Facebook of the Lucky Mermaid. I like interacting with you guys over there too, so I want to make sure I say hi. And I'd also like to say that about this reading for this year, I'm doing the exact same card layout I did in 2015, which was 4 cards, 1 for each quarter of the year, plus an additional card for January. I've decided to create the exact same reading pattern again in an expanded reading, pulling 4 cards, 1 for each quarter of the year, and an additional card just for January on my Vimeo videos on demand. So if you would like to get that expanded year where I'm doing the exact same thing I'm doing here, you can click on the link below and it will take you to those videos, or you can go to my website, theluckymermaid.com, and click on my videos tab on my menu and go to page 3. And there you will find the expanded New Year Psychic Tarot reading plus January link for you to get those videos. So I hope that will be of help to you. I'd like to say to everyone out there, the Capricorns, this is for Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Ascendant, and Capricorn Moon. If you have Capricorn Sun and you should check out your rising sign and your moon sign to gain more insight and information. It may be helpful to you. So I hope this reading brings in some interesting messages for you. So let's see what's happening for you in 2016, Capricorn. First card you have for your first quarter is the 4 of Pentacles. And the 4 of Pentacles to me is the Miser card. This is a card that symbolizes holding on protectively to your finances or being protective of anything of value to you. It can be even emotions, love, emotions. It can be other objects, other things of value, not just money. Can also indicate success coming to you. I'm hearing the first quarter for you is really like a reality check, where you're looking at everything and how it's aligned going on in your life. I'm seeing you look at all the different areas of your life. I do feel that some of you are going to start taking your ideas and information and putting them down on paper, writing a book or some kind of journal. Now, you could be writing a novel or a children's book, but you could also be writing down some kind of textbook or some kind of how-to or helpful book, because I'm seeing you, some of you it's creative. I mean, it's creative all the way around, but some of you, the information you're writing down is more like creative, but also there's some factual things that you could be writing down here too. I feel for some of you, some finances you've been holding on to, you're actually releasing them in the first quarter of 2016. You're releasing these funds to someone in need. Now, for some of you, it's somebody you care about or are connected to that's been out of work for a while. But for others, it can be for education for a son or daughter or grandchild, or because some of you, it's for releasing it for education purposes, or it could be your own. Maybe you're getting an advanced degree or going back to school for something and you have to put out money for education, but it's releasing of money from you in the first quarter. Do feel that some of you are getting ready to take some kind of big hike or big travel or big trip in the first quarter. So your second card you have here, which is for your second quarter, Capricorn, you have a major arcana card of strength. And the strength card to me is a card that symbolizes having courage over adversity, having strength and courage, inner strength and courage. It also indicates spiritual power over the material world. If you've been feeling loved and unloved or pushed and pulled back and forth in some kind of romantic partnership or relationship, I get that kind of feeling is going to be ending. I feel that if this is a love partner and you're not married or committed, there is going to be a commitment coming to you, but I feel you may have to wait, that there's a little bit of delay here. I feel like it is going to happen, but it's going to be a little further on down the line. So just to hang tight if you can. I feel that some of you really feel like your threshold of what you're willing to put up with is changing. And that you felt like you've tolerated a lot in your past and repeatedly. And that now your parameters of what you're willing to put up with are changing, and you're willing to put up with far less. And I'm not saying that's a mistake. I feel like you've put up with a lot from people in your past. I see a great deal of strategizing going on in the second quarter, where you're thinking of promoting yourself or marketing yourself or something you're promoting or working on or doing differently, like changing and adopting some new thoughts, new behaviors, new look of things to promote something you're doing or yourself. And I see you in the second quarter relishing the fact that you're able to see some changes that you've made finally starting to pay off. Some good moves and some decisions you've made, you can really see it now in the second quarter of 2016. I see some of you Capricorns working within teams and groups to get jobs completed, tasks completed, projects completed. For some of you, this is through your job, but for some of you, this could be in, social networking groups or community services or any kind of interest groups that you're in, personal interest groups as well. So that's your second quarter. Your third quarter, Capricorn, you have here is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles could very well be you, because this would symbolize an earth sign person, either being a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo, sun sign, a rising sign, or moon sign. And this is for your third quarter. There's a real deliverance of money coming to you in the third quarter. You've finally gotten some kind of headway with something you were trying to get going or doing. You have to harness all your power and energy to stay focused and in control. I feel you're going to be doing some traveling. I hear that there's a lot of unanswered questions going on in your mind at that time, but you're still going to go with it. So to me, this first and foremost, it sounds like you have some question about some kind of relationship, but you're still going to stick with it and hang with it. You're not going to throw in the towel on it at that point, but I see you questioning it. But for some of you, it's the direction or course of action where, your work life or career is going. I see you questioning your career somewhat here in the third quarter. Something comes up quite suddenly. Some really good opportunity jumps up for you in the third quarter. And I'm hearing that you're going to work late into the night. I hear that preceding it. So I feel like you're going to be working hard and working late into the night, and simultaneously or connected or one right after the other, some really good opportunity, unexpected it feels to me, for many of you, jumps up in the third quarter. Some of you are going to get a promotion, raise, or elevation in your status or job because of some project plan or thing that you were doing and created and got completed and did really super well. So you get some kind of raise or bonus or promotion from that. I hear you're learning a lot about control. This year is learning a lot about control. And some of the control that you're learning about is not only just over your emotions, it's also over your finances. You're going to have a lot of simpatico with people looking up to you and believing in you and believing in your product. So whatever you're doing, creating, saying, working on, I don't care what your job is, you've got people believing in you more this year than maybe you've had in other years. Or if you produce a product or something like that, you're going to have people supporting it and, you know, backing it, believing in it, buying it, trusting in it. And there's also, my guides say, there's a lot of cream of the crop ideas coming to you in the third quarter. So you're going to have some really golden ideas at that time. That may sound trivial to you right now as I say this in passing, but it's actually one of the most important things I've said to you so far in this reading, because I feel some things that are going to germinate for you in the third quarter of this year are going to have far-reaching impact and goals in your goals and where your life is headed, its direction, and a lot of things about it happen to you because of those cream of the crop ideas for you in the third quarter. So now in your fourth quarter, Capricorn, you have the card of the Chariot. I have got to say this Chariot has shown up quite a bit for the signs, and I don't do these all on the same day, and I shuffle multitudes of times in between. You've got the Chariot. Chariot is about change. It's about having to make a decision or a choice. It's about change, or it can also be about travel. I see some monumentous tasks have been completed. And I get a lot of joy, happiness, pleasure, and serenity from your accomplishments. So your end of 2016 is going to feel like, whew, look at all that I've done in 2016 and had successes. It's going to be a very successful year for you. And I feel at times it's going to feel to you like your breath has gotten taken away. Like, oh, wow. Like you're going to have some wow moments. I'm not saying all the time, the entire year. I do see you having a lot of diligence, hard work, perseverance, working late into the night. I see that for you, but I see you getting rewarded for those hard work and efforts that you've put out there. I do see you getting rewards. And I feel in your fourth quarter, you're like leisurely. More leisurely then, where I feel like you may be on a vacation in a tropical location and enjoying yourself, feeling like you can relax now, like taking a breather, because I feel your year is going to be work full of a lot of goings on, but it's successful. You're going to feel like you've accomplished a lot in 2016. It's going to give you a dreamlike quality. I know this is going to sound like, oh, come on. I'm going to say it anyway because I'm getting it. Where you're going to feel like you're almost living in a dream. Something seems unreal to me for you about the fourth quarter, especially December, November too, where you're going to be like, wow, is this for real? I get you. Maybe because you haven't had quite this feeling before, or not this much peace. Peace, contentment, gratitude, success. Those are all awesome adjectives I got right there. And I feel you're going to be feeling them in the end of 2016. I feel that some of you are going to have a giant weight lifted off your shoulders in the fourth quarter. And greener pastures lie ahead. So even though you're ending your 2016 on a successful note, I also get that going into 2017, you're rolling the dice high on that. You're wheeling into 2017 like there's positive momentum here. So I see you really working on creating a life for yourself that you really want in all aspects. At the end of 2016 and going into 2017, you may be living in a place that's new and that's like a dream home, or you're leaving far away and going to a new land and starting this like magical new life that's so different. I just get, so I do pick up change for you from this card. That is change. So some of you are just going to be really like, whatever you're doing and creating is being well received by either your bosses or the public or both. And you're going to be feeling good about yourself and your accomplishments, and your successes are going to keep continuing going into 2016, going into 2017. So I want to read your card just for January, just January, Capricorn. You have the Lovers, the Lovers card. And the Lovers card is a card to me that symbolizes two people that are in a strong chemistry, bond, passionate relationship, a lot of sexual chemistry and compatibility, being in tune with each other's needs, even emotionally. But you always have to go by what cards are around the Lovers, because sometimes there can be interferences, disruptions to the Lovers. But let me see why it's coming up here for you in your month of January. You're getting along really well with someone, whether you're single and just meeting someone, or whether you're in a couple, you're getting along well with someone. There's going to be a great deal of energy shift and change where you are going to be feeling like you're on the same page with someone. Now, to me, it comes up like romance, but you could be feeling like you're on the same page with somebody you have a lot of empathy for. But this comes up more to me like in a love relationship. Your communication skills with each other are improving and getting stronger. You could get a new business, a new opportunity to buy into something if you want to, because I see some kind of offer or something floating by you, and somebody may say, hey, do you want to invest in this or go in on something with me? Maybe you're going to get a property and you're going to turn around and lease it. You and your partner are going to split the money you make off the rent. It could be going in on some kind of business investment where they need investors and you would get a piece of the company or the action in some way. It could also be that, because I do see January also brings in that kind of energy for you as well. I see you taking some things out carefully, wrapping them one by one and putting them in paper. You may be looking over some relatives' old family, like the old family archives of stuff. Maybe things that your ancestors had saved over the centuries or something, because I'm seeing you look at things and wrapping them up very carefully and putting them away. But these things look like they have old paper wrapped around them to me. And there's value here. This isn't like just junk. I mean, it's interesting. It's unique. So I see some of you going through some things like that. Could be kicking up a lot of feelings and sentimentality in you as well. So that's what I pick up for January. So I hope this reading was of help to you. I certainly hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much. You guys have given me a great year here on YouTube. I've really enjoyed all your comments, your positive comments, and I appreciate you watching. And thank you so much for purchasing the Vimeo videos, because this is my career. I was a pastry chef for 24 years, and then I've been doing the psychic work for 14 now, and I've been on YouTube a year and a half. So that really, you've supported me, and I appreciate it, and I hope the videos have been helpful. If you want to get the expanded version of this year, I did the exact same layout as I mentioned in the beginning of the video. I'm doing it again on Vimeo with a different tarot deck, Morgan Greer Tarot, 4 cards, 1 for each quarter, additional card for January, expanded reading. If you'd like that, click on the link below, or please go to my website and you can access the link there on my videos page 3. The links to get to the Vimeo videos are there, and you can download and purchase the expanded year of 2016. I wish you all the abundance of great things to come to you, Capricorn, in 2016, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.